playing in the senior side, and I think that was one of the criteria that Secco looked at here. Wasn't really interested in anyone that was playing under 19s, under 18s. Wanted to see guys that are playing senior footy because it hardens you, it toughens you. You're doing it hard, you're not dominating, but it's preparing you. That's probably one of the things that I look back on my career. I started off not playing in underage, I played in seniors, senior footy in the bush as a 15-year-old, getting battered from pillar to post. Not getting amongst best players, but it prepared me to be able to go to Hawthorn when I was 16 years of age, playing my first senior game as a 17-year-old. If I hadn't have played senior footy for a couple of years leading up to that, as a 15-year-old, I wouldn't have been able to go into a Hawthorn side that was known as being tough and committed and mentally stronger than anyone else in a competition because I played senior footy. And I was encouraged to do that by the coach at my club at that time. Came around to my parents and said, Mr. and Mrs. Knights, I don't see any value in young Peter playing as a 15-year-old in the under 18s and just dominating. He'd be far better playing in the seniors, doing it hard, and that'll help his development. A little bit worried about him. The side was coached by a guy named Eric Guy. Some of the elder people here in the room might remember Eric Guy, the late Eric Guy. He was a tough Iron Man, played for St Kilda. And Eric Guy said to my parents, don't you worry, Mr. and Mrs. Knights, I'll look after him with those steely blue eyes. And he did. And that helped me in my development. So just those couple of words from Frankie, I just really want you to take on board. There's no doubt, for me, played at Hawthorn for 17 years, lucky enough to play in premierships, but you know, one of the great highlights is playing representative footy. You know, I've always had that passion for representative footy. I've been lucky enough to have been involved now with the VCFL, firstly coaching under 18s, under 19s for the VCFL for 9 years, and now the last 3 been coaching the Vic 1 team. And the passion for representative footy is as strong as it ever was, whether as a player or as a coach, because it just gives you a chance to play with the best against the best, to really test your wares against the best. And mark my words, tomorrow you'll be playing the best. And being a country kid, a country boy, a country man, I certainly look at it as the best from the bush versus the best from the city. And pride is at stake. And I'm hoping that most of you guys see that as a real opportunity to show your wares against them. And look, you should be very proud, and I congratulate you all on wearing the big V tomorrow. Maybe some of you for the first time. I congratulate you. You should be proud, you should be really excited, and maybe for some of you, it's been an ambition to represent Vic Country. I'm hoping it has. But you know what? That's just the beginning of the journey. You've just gone through creating a base and a foundation for now to start the journey. As I said to our boys on Wednesday night after our final training run and after our Guernsey presentation, virtually it just means that now we as coaches give you a licence to drive the car. You've done all the preparation, you've done all the study, all the work, all the training. Now we give you the licence to drive the car. You get out tomorrow and you drive the car. You now make the decisions. When to stop, when to give way to the right. Now you refer to it as a game of footy and you make the decision. So all we've done is go through the process to give you the licence to represent the Big V. So be really proud about it. But when you receive this Guernsey tonight, realise what responsibility goes along with wearing it. You are representing all of those that have worn it before. You are representing all those that will never get a chance to wear it. You're representing parents, mates, club, league, the state of country Victoria. That's who you're representing. So realise the responsibility that goes along with wearing it. Realising that in wearing that, you've got to earn respect, especially the respect of your teammates when you're wearing that big V. There is no doubt that boys that are playing here tomorrow, I would hope that some of you will be looking at you next year for playing senior footy with Vic Country in the Australian Country Championships. That's happened. That's the pathway. That is the pathway. You know, I'm fortunate enough to have said that boys that I coach under 18s and the under 19s, the big country, they've gone on and played with me the last couple of years. Played in the country championships up in Canberra last year. Won All Australian. That's the pathway. This is the pathway that you have in front of you if you want to keep striving to play at the highest level. And who knows what might else happen. In this same position last year, there was a young boy by the name of Ariel Steinberg. Played down at, what was the name of the ground down there at Ormond? Elsternwick Park, for the under 19s. He's now on Essendon's list, playing with the Bendigo Bombers, sitting in your seat. That's where he was last year. He was drafted by Essendon at the end of the year. We had a guy by the name of Isaac Smith playing with us who started the season off at Redan. Hawthorn's #1 draft choice in November. Played about 5 senior games with us this year. As a 21-year-old, 22-year-old now, the opportunities are there if you are prepared to persist and persevere and work hard enough and to make sure that tomorrow you earn respect. But what we don't want to be talking about is that individual reward. That's not what it's about. And as I'll say to our boys tomorrow, it's all about team first. Team first. That's the philosophy. It's us against them. It's us as a team. It's we as a team against them. So it's an enormous opportunity. And as I've mentioned, the commitment that's required, that's only a part of it. And you've all made a huge commitment, as our guys have done. Now, we've had 4 training sessions, finishing off with a training session on Wednesday night at Visy Park, where we've had guys coming from Albury, from Warrnambool, from Sale, from Echuca, Sunraysia, Central Murray, Swan Hill, making that pilgrimage every Sunday morning like you guys have been doing over the last month. And you know what? They are prepared to do it because they have a passion to come and play at this level, play representative footy. And there's some that have said to me, yeah, Knightsy, look, I'm unable to make that commitment. Yep, terrific. Put your hand up, we move on straight away. Because it does take a huge commitment, it takes passion and a real want to play at that next level. So I'm not going to go on any further than that. Just as senior coach of our Vic 1 team, I'll certainly be here in the morning to have a look at you guys, hopefully sowing the seed for what might happen next year. I wish you well tomorrow. Grab the opportunity, bond together, and I'm hoping in 10 or 15 years' time, when you look back on this, you'll remember it as an opportunity where you've made a bond with some teammates that is life-ending. I mean, it will continue right through that bond that you'll establish tomorrow, I kid you not, with this sort of representative footy. Because that's the respect that you'll have for this guy that's sitting alongside of you. Good luck tomorrow. I'm not sure where we head from here, Secco, in our Guernsey presentation, but good luck and look forward to seeing you in the morning.